I want to delegate, but I simply don't have competent people. Well, you are not alone. I heard this from many business owners. They say, I try to delegate, but my team often does not do the job properly and I end up in more problems. मैं क्या करूं? This is your business coach Nalin Mehta. Welcome to my talk series Kya Karun, specially recorded for you. First of all, I'm glad you do realize that business is not a one-man show. You as a business owner need to find time to focus on strategy, market development, or even networking. So you make a conscious effort to delegate work to your team. Attempt and intent to delegate is in itself half the battle won. I'm sure you have clearly documented roles, responsibilities for each team member. I also sincerely hope you do have a rigorous selection process and try to put the right people in the right job. If you feel you're falling short in this area, you need to first correct this situation. In my Kya Karun series, I do have a video on how to select the right person. Do see it, it might add some value. Having said that, you could still face a problem in delegating effectively. Here are some of the mantras for effective delegation. First, please distinguish between delegating and training. When you observe the behavior or quality of decisions or actions of your team member and you find them not up to your expectation, please identify the underlying skills that are required for that person to become more proficient. Instead of branding the person as not capable of taking the right calls and taking the correct decisions and then ending up doing the things yourself, focus on training him, guiding him, hand-holding him in the specific area he is going wrong. For instance, an employee from production line whom you have delegated the task for, say, setting up some additional capacity may be very good in managing the timeline, but may not be as good in tracking the cost. Delegate the project, but you yourself just keep an eye only on the cost aspect of the project, while still training him in this area. Second, please distinguish between delegating and abdicating. I have seen business owners delegate a project in one sentence and sometimes on the go. Please ensure your instructions are very clearly communicated. Please call for a proper meeting, discuss the outcome, what you expect in measurable terms, outline the time and resources, tools that may be needed, other people who will support this kind of a project, and make sure a proper communication is given to all the concerned people. And then ask what support your manager will need to execute the project. Proper communication is the key to effective delegation. Thirdly, please distinguish between delegating and neglecting to keep track. Delegating does not mean you forget once you have delegated. Depending on the size and the criticality of the task, do set up periodic review mechanism, review the important milestones. Do see my Kya Karun series video on how to effectively review and encourage team to give solutions and not just bring problems to you. If you review properly and play a supporting role, you will be able to delegate more and more. Finally, distinguish between delegating and doing it yourself. Do not expect everything will happen as you would have done it yourself. Your insistence to do it your way could lead to micromanaging. Soon, your manager will start asking your permission for every little decision, and you will end up doing the work totally yourself. So delegate the end result. You may have procedures and processes to follow, which is fine, but allow the manager to follow his own methods. Also remember, as good progress happens, you have to keep giving credit to your manager. He is not you, he is not a business owner. He needs recognition and he needs that positive backup from you. To summarize, provide adequate training and skills to the manager. Do not end up using delegation as the only tool for training. Make sure you communicate, elaborate, explain in very, very clear terms what you are delegating. Or on the side of giving more detail. Manager should know what is expected of him. Do not rush this process, do it formally. Thirdly, do not delegate and forget. Do not micromanage, but do handhold support through proper reviews. And finally, do not expect manager to act as a clone of yourself. Allow him to find his own way and remember that you have to recognize his efforts. Hope this Kya Karoon video will help you delegate more effectively and you can then free up your time to do the strategic work. Thank you very much.